Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just got a couple of projects that I want to show everyone. Um, I did a couple of projects for Marla. We did a swap together here through YouTube. But first, before I show you the projects that I made for her, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing to me and for commenting on my giveaway, and also for doing the projects and doing the video responses with your projects. Um, it's my first giveaway, so it's kind of like, oh, I should have done this different and that different. So I'll know next time what I should and shouldn't do. But it's been really fun, and seeing everybody's channels that subscribed and their projects. It might seem like I have been missing lately and not like watching your videos, but I try to watch videos here and there. I go to school at home. I do schooling at home, and then I have my children, so my life has been kind of busy lately. I've had midterms and stuff that I've had to study for, so hopefully once all this is over I can watch more videos and stuff, because everybody inspires me. So this is like my second video I think I've done with this project. My first one was like 25 minutes long, so I'm going to try and hurry and get through this. We agreed when we did the swap that we were going to do picture frames. These are just the dollar frames from Michael's. And I chose this one because of the space that's on the side. And I apologize in advance for my nails. They're horrible. I took my other nails off and I painted over the mess that it left behind. And now my nail polish is coming off because my other nails are still flaking off. So and I don't have any nail polish remover. So they kind of look horrible, but I want to do this video really quick so I can get this off in the mail to Marla. So let me just go over what I did really quick. Like I said, it's just one of those dollar frames from Michael's. I'll kind of flip it over because you can see it better. I took the gesso and I prepped it or whatever, and then I kind of went over it with some acrylic paint. And I used black and sachet pink and like a pastel green. And I went over it and I kind of left it to where you could still see the colors. And then I went back over it with gesso, sorry. But I left it so that you could still see some of the colors poking through. And then, like on the edges, it's, still really pink. I left that like that. But I covered it up so you can't really see it. After I painted it, I did this texture effect, and it's the Martha Stewart stuff. I put some of that sachet pink in with it, and I used my chicken wire stencil for it. And I just went over it like in this corner and up here and then over here. I have to sand it to make it like smooth. It's not like modeling paste. It leaves like a really rough texture, but it works for right now because I don't have any modeling paste. And I did the bird cage with the bird. I did the same thing with the bird cage as I did on the frame with the paint. This one has a little bit more black shining through, and then I went over it with the Vintage Photo Distress ink. And down here, this is from a necklace I got at a thrift store. And I just put it on some bigger jump rings. Or no, the bigger jump rings were on it. It's kind of like one of those layered necklaces. And I put little jump rings and with the big ones, so it kind of hangs like that. And then I whitewashed them. And then this is the bling, the dollar bling that you can get at Joann's, the Studio 102, I think it is. And then I cut the bird out of chipboard, and I put the pattern paper over it. And then this is a gardenia that I made. And I'll put the link to the video because I don't remember. I didn't look up the names of the videos that I kind of used for inspiration. I should have done that. But I'll put the links below. This frame, actually, I got the idea for it from somebody that is, I think, on the design team for the I Am Roses. And she did a frame kind of similar, but it's just the heart. and she used modeling paste and I think a brick stencil, but I kind of got the idea of, you know, things she used and stuff from that, and I'll put the link to that as well. And then this is the half-back pearl bling on a roll from Recollections, and then these are the little plastic resin roses from Recollections as well. And then this is a bow that I got from the swap with Trisha, and then a feather that I just got at Joann's. I tucked behind there. And so, and the gardenia I did, I don't know if I told you it, but I made it, and it's a tutorial that I watched, and so I made that, and I sprayed it with my Lindy's Stamp Gang, the Pink Ladies Pink. And then these are like some metal photo, or not photo, but like corners. I don't know if you can see it. My camera doesn't focus too well, but they're like little roses. And I only had 2 of them, so I just put them over in this corner and I whitewashed them. So there's that one, and then there's the other one is peeking up here out from under the little rosettes. And then the bird cage, I hung it from this chain that these little things came on, and I just kind of looped it underneath, and then the end of it comes out over here. So, and I don't know, when I put the rosettes on, it kind of did something weird to my chain. So one loop is like longer or bigger than the other. So it still looks good. And then I did the Prima Romance novel papers, and they were already cut from a previous project that I did. So I just kind of inked them and with the vintage photo and kind of distressed them a little bit more, and I put them down. I glued them down with hot glue, I think, or my beacon glue, and then I Mod Podged over it, and then I put like a whitewash, or you know, with the gesso here and there. And so I did it there, and then back behind this fence I did it. And then on this heart I cut out the paper from the My Mind's Eye, the little paper pads you can get from Michael's, the Love Me, the Valentine's one, and I wet it and crinkled it and put vintage photo on it, and I just put it inside the heart. And then I glued, or I glued it on the backing part, the cardboard part, and before I did that I whitewashed or gessoed the cardboard heart, and then I glued that down. And then before I put it back in, I put this lace, and this is from the Piece by Piece, and it's a heart lace trim, so I put that around. And then this one right here I did, or I got this from Lavish Laces, and it's kind of like a scallop lace, and so I glued that down over the top. And then this is some half-back pearls I got from Joann's. And then this is a little rose that I got from Craft Supplies 1, and I did the little twirly thing with my paintbrush on the end, on the stem. And then this is from the romance novel papers, and I just put a little Tim Holtz paper clip. I distressed it and kind of put gesso on it here and there. And then there's a little doily behind that I got from Lavish Laces. And then the butterfly I got from Craft Supplies 1, and I just kind of whitewashed it here and there. And then there's the roses again, and I put the marigold yellow orange from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and then I think it's My Mojito Green from Lindy's Stamp Gang on these 2 roses, and did the same thing. And then I put gesso, whitewashed them. And then there's another doily from Lavish Laces. There's that chicken wire stencil that's shining through there. And then there's another doily. This is a bigger one that I got from Lavish Laces. I think Gisela sent it to me as an extra just for ordering. So I just kind of tucked that in the corner underneath. And then this is a I Am Roses. I think it's a R77 or 20. I don't remember the number. But I sprayed it with the green from the Lindy Stamp Gang. And then this is the Pink Ladies Pink. And this is from Tattered Angels, the ink, and I think it's I think it's a Christmas one that I got, and I think it was like Twinkling Bright or Twinkling Red. I don't remember, and I don't have it right here. It was just like a little trial set that I got, and then this is the yellow, the marigold yellow from Lindy's Stamp Gang. These little flowers I made. They were supposed to be cherry blossoms, but they didn't look that great, so I flipped the bottom petals down, around, so it come up over this, like the little bud, and then I put like a little pearl spray in the middle. And then there's the little dominoes I got from Sky Blue Pink. And then there's like a little trinket pin from Tim Holtz, and then the film strip is from Tim Holtz, and I whitewashed everything. And then the end of this, there's a little charm from Craft Supplies 1, and it's a key, and I whitewashed it. And then there's a couple of baubles that I had from Tim Holtz that I put on there. And then this I got from that swap with Trisha. And then, I don't know if I told you, as well as this little bow with the flowers in the middle. So I just hung those from the end of this and kind of dangled it down over there. And this is that pearl spray, and I got that from Trisha as well. And that's what's in the middle of these little flowers right here. And then this is where I got the idea from the lady that's on the design team for the I Am Roses, because she had like a little post sign, and I don't remember what hers said, but I just put East and West, and it was some stickers that I had in my stash, and I just cut these little signs, and they're like arrows from the paper, the same piece of paper. It was just left over from the heart, and I put East and West, and I put that on there because Marla lives on the East Coast pretty much, and I live on the West, almost by the West Coast, so that's why I put it on there. It's kind of, I couldn't think of anything else to say, and everything I think of, it was too long, and then it wouldn't really fit in, so that's what I did. And I just wrapped it with some string. Oh, and this is I think it's a bamboo skewer. And I painted it with the Distress paint, Tim Holtz, or no, the Distress Crackle paint, and it was frayed burlap. And then I kind of whitewashed it over that. And then I put the string and the little signs on. And I tucked it down behind this fence. And it's over the Prima Romance novel papers that I kind of placed in there, paper pieced in there. And then this fence is from Michael's. It's just in the same wood section as you'd get the frames, so I picked this up, and then I just kind of strung some pearls and some tulle through it. And this is a little, what are they called, like a note pin or whatever, and I put inspired from the romance novel. I made this little kind of wreath thing out of that necklace because it had like big circles out of it. That was like, I think it was in the middle, and it was connecting chains and stuff. So I took that off and I put some tulle around it, and then some lace that I got from Lavish Laces. Try to turn it around. So I wrapped that around it. I glued some of the embroidery floss on it, and I used brown. I tried to use pink and green and brown because those are Marla's favorite colors, and she likes shabby chic, so that's what I tried to really do with this frame. I don't know if I accomplished the shabby chic. I was trying to do it vintage shabby chic, so I hope I did it right. And then this is some embroidery floss I got from the swap with Trisha, and it's got like a little like bling hanging from it. I don't know, my camera doesn't want to focus too well. And then this is the Recollections little like plastic flowers. I don't know if they're resin or plastic. And then halfback pearls from Recollections, bling on a roll. This is a Prima button, and then this is some string that I tied in a bow on the end. And then I did the same thing over here. This is the rose from Recollections, and this is bling from Recollections. And then this is some of that bling spray that I got from Craft Supplies 1, and I just kind of tucked it in there. And then put some metal or not metal, but the little ends of it, and twirled it and whitewashed it. And then this is another flower from Craft Supplies 1. And then another Prima button, as well as this is a Prima button, and I hung it with some of that string, the same thing that I made the bows out of, and I just hung it from the fence. So just to kind of give it just a cute little, I don't know, thing. I think that's all for that. The rosettes I did, they're actually sunflowers. I kind of sprayed them with the Pink Ladies Pink with Lindy Stamp Gang, and then I dried them, and I put half-back pearls, I think from the Piece by Piece in the middle, and then I glued them on like that, so it just goes down that side and then down that side. So, and then on the bottom I did some tulle and I sewed it up the middle so it kind of make it roughly. And it was just some tulle that I had in my stash, and it was from my wedding, and then I put the half-back pearls down the middle of it like that. I sprayed it with the Pink Ladies Pink as well, but what happened was it kind of turned a purplish color, and I don't know why. So, and I dried it a little bit, and then I let it sit overnight because I didn't want to dry it too much and melt it and stuff. So, and then I did whitewash it. I whitewashed everything here and there. I just kind of touched it with the gesso here and there. So that's it for the frame, and I really hope that Marla likes it. And I get a little nervous because it's kind of busy, and so it's like, oh, I hope that they still like it. I really like it. So I hope that she does as well. Let me show you something else really quick that I made her. This is a little mini that I made, and I got the idea from Steffo Gal 1. She did a video with a new Prima engraver collection, and she used a mini like this, and so she didn't do a tutorial yet as I know of, but I just kind of looked at it and figured it out. She just used the penny bags, the paper bags, and then you just kind of glue them into each other, and then you leave like the flap on the side open and you can put pockets. I'll leave the link down below and you can watch it, and if you want to make one, it's really easy. It's just 2 of the penny paper bags. So when I did this, I used the Love Me collections by My Mind's Eye, and then that Firma pack, I think that's how you say it, from K & Company that I got in the swap with Trisha. And then these are just Recollections paper flowers that I had from my wedding, and then that pearl spray from that swap as well, and the feather. This lace is from Melissa Francis, and then the half-back pearls is from Craft Supplies 1. So I just distressed all the paper and I glued it down. So this is like the bottom of the bag. And then I did the same thing as well for the top. And then I paper punched this little heart out and put it as like a thing to kind of hold this in place, because you just kind of tuck it in there. And then the flowers, this one I made, this is Prima flowers, and I just painted it with the Pink Ladies Pink, and I crumpled it up. And then this one is that Marigold Yellow Gold, or Yellow Orange, and I crumpled all of them up after I sprayed them, and then I let them sit for a minute, and then I heat set them, so it kind of gives the like crinkled look. And then this is a flower spray that I got from Craft Supplies when I used it as the center. And then all these flowers, all these little flowers are from Craft Supplies 1 as well. I didn't whitewash anything on this. I just kind of left it. So I took the stems and twirled them with my paintbrush. And then there's a little one poking through. This is a pink bead spray from Craft Supplies 1. And then this little piece of lace from the swap I did with Trisha. I fussy cutted this little banner out of the paper. Sorry, my kids are crying. And then there's a little piece from a pack from K & Company. And then you open it up, and I just kind of used the Informa pack stuff here and there. I figured Marla could use this to put pictures of her and her hubby in there, or she told me that she had an older son, so maybe him and his girlfriend someday, or whatever she wants to do with it. So all the papers I pretty much just distressed and inked with Vintage Photo. And then I did this like little pocket thing. Sorry, I had to go and rescue my children. So they were fighting over a banana. So anyways, I was just kind of going over this. I distressed all the edges and used Vintage Photo to ink the edges. And then on this, I used a piece of Velcro just to kind of keep it shut, but it's like a little tag that you can pull out, like this. And then on everything, I kind of tried to leave it open so she could tuck pictures back behind, like on this. And then I pop dotted like the little flowers right here. And then on this as well, I left it so that she could tuck a picture behind it. And so that just kind of tucks in, and this is the opening of the bag I just did right there. And then this is some of that tulle that I had, and then this is some lace, dainty lace from Lavish Laces. And then, let's see what else. Let's go over the back. And then this is the lace from Melissa's Francis. And then the halfback pearl strand from Craft Supplies 1. And then this is the Informa Pack Rose. And so I just did pretty much the same thing. I closed it with some Velcro. And then this is a little kind of pocket thing that I tucked into the sides of the paper bag. And so it flips up, and then I kind of cut a slit in the paper and so I could put a tag in there. And so here's the tags, and then this is the same lace. And then on the back I put this, cut this out of the paper, but the E didn't fit, so I just left the LOV, and then I fussy cutted hearts and glued on it. And so I just tuck that in. You can see right there, tucks in right there. And then this is the Informa Pack from Kane Company, and then the doily is from the swap from Trisha as well, and then that's the embroidery floss she sent me, and I just tied it in a bow right there. And so that is pretty much it. She could, I don't know, with this on the back I just kind of decorated it, not really pictures, but I figured maybe she could do some journaling on the tag and maybe down the sides or whatever she wants to do with it. So that's the back. And then there's the front. And then, oh, on the back of this tag I didn't show you, but I just did some like paper that I scrunched up in the ticket from the from a pack as well. I really hope that Marla likes the stuff that I'm sending her, because I'm sure I'm going to love what she's sending me. So I think that that's everything, and I just want to thank you for watching. Have a good day.